Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot.
Hello, everybody,
Without a doubt, it is the
welcome
week's
to
most
today's match.
eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Haaland! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, easy pickings there. And they can counter here. Campbell promptly onto that, and that is that. Gavi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Chouameni. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, good ball. Can he finish? He has done it! And that is goal number 20. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a bullet was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Valverde, and that has left him in a heap. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Mbappe. Olise. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Campbell calmly anticipates. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Chouameni. Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. That's tidy. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Adams wins the duel this time. Mbappe. He's beaten the line. Mbappe! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Bayer Leverkusen really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's played forward. Kolomuani. Gavi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Chouameni. Platini. Haaland. There's the whistle for half-time. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
It's been a really interesting game up to now, and the sides are predictably very well matched. Hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but as it stands, it's one each. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Gavi is in a really good position out wide. Platini. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think...
Great chance! Goal! It's coming! They have their reward! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Inter Milan take the lead.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And smartly reclaimed. Campbell makes the interception. Valverde. Kolomuani. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Haaland.
Bayer Leverkusen are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Mbappe. And the flag has stayed down. And it's hoisted clear.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Adams gets it away. Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Costa Curta cuts it out. Haaland.
There will be 1 minute
He's
at a
intervened
time.
well there. Valverde. Now, what about a counter-attack? And that is as far as it goes. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Kolomuani voted man of the match,
And now,
and
I'd just like to
deservedly
read out
so.
our fan
What a
comment, which was
turnaround.
celebrated
Victory
their
from the
birthdays.
jaws. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We have already started here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Mbappe! Oh, that's well spotted. Played back in. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Aldair clears. De Bruyne. De Bruyne showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Inter Milan have it back and can go again. Cleared without complication. Kolomuani always looking for that half a chance. Oh, nicely intercepted.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
He's going for goal! Cleared without hesitation. That's good running with the ball. And the counter is on. He has found the way through. Camavinga. Camavinga! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this will...
Has a goal! He has done it! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Number 11,
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Back into the middle. Now it's Eto'o. He's got the shot away! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop
There
it
will
when
be 1
runs in
minute
behind
at a
are
time.
being made like that.
Great chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
the goal scorer for Paris Saint-Germain.
And the first 45 minutes are up. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2-1. The midway point of the game.
Well, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Campbell gets it away. Rafinha. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. He's shifting through the gears here. Closing in on goal. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Kolomuani! Oh, taken with style. It's level again. What a match we have.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two...
There's the hit! Oh, that is really good tenacity. And now they can spring out of defence.
The attendance for this match was 72,000.
That's been intercepted. Alisson. And he's there to retrieve it. Paris Saint-Germain appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now there's a fine ball. And he can clear it away. Carvajal. And that should get the job done. Threads one in.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That's going to go a long way. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's Mbappe, and he's managed to get free. Gets his pass away. Now here's the delivery.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Got a shot away! Yes! He's done it! And that may just do it! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
After 90 minutes is number 41.
Paris Saint-Germain take what looks to be a decisive
Maybe 3
lead.
minutes at a
Well, look,
time.
Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Can he spark a counter here? And time is up. Inter Milan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Your reflections then, Jim? So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to
Hello,
everybody who has
and
joined us
welcome
for
to
this
today's
unmissable game. Hugely anticipated,
Against
hugely
Inter.
hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And already we're underway here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely aimed pass. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
There is the supremely talented Jack Wilshere. I wonder what sort of a role he's going to have here, Jim.
Well, he's very versatile, so I suspect he might play a combination of deep-lying midfielder, but also get forward and be a box-to-box presence.
What they say about him, a player with Spanish technique, but an English lion heart.
Not a bad combination.
Great defending, strong and determined. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Has a shot! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! About as smooth as it gets. There is the breakthrough.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Rummenigge. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he was quick to react. Mbappe.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now it's Mbappe. But they've got it again. Can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Adams gets it clear. Mbappe. Filippo Inzaghi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that could set him on his way. Oh, great ball! Tchouameni.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That's a nicely measured pass. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to...
Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Filippo Inzaghi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution for Sweden, number 27, Darwin Núñez.
Here we go again then.
Number 9, Mbappe.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Number 10, Neymar.
Wilshere. Rummenigge. And again, no chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Sweden certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
He's had it taken off him. And it's Wilshere. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rummenigge Shapes to shoot! Chance again? No.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
The attendance for this match was
So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Inzaghi. Now it's Inzaghi. Foot in. Diaby. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. Oh, it's come loose. Good spot, he's seen the run. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the score.
He's through and all alone! There's the shot! They've scored! Do not write them off! Back they come! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square. Rummenigge! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Inzaghi. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's in! And that has raised the roof! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for...
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Mbappe taking in the... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running. Can he put it away? And the pass is intercepted.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
And now the breakaway. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. No, that's been intercepted. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think we have a very exciting player, Peter, in the shape of Memphis. A very instinctive attacker whose playing style is often improvised and quite impulsive. OK, he's been accused in the past of being a bit of a ball hugger, but that's gradually improving, as his assist stats would back up.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Gavi. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And here's Torres. He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And that has been cleared. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Gavi, and he's away. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's there to belt it away. Danielson producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. He's through here. Adams deals with that comfortably. Gavi. Valverde! Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And he's intervened well there. And here's Torres.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
De Bruyne.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's away. Memphis Depay. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
There will be
away.
1 minute added time.
What a throw in. And he lines up a cross. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
For information provided by the local police.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. So off we go once more. Both sides defensively. Mbappe! Big moment! Massive goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Inter Milan have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Haaland. Oh, well played. Gavi. Now it's Mbappe. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass, and they win it back again.
Inter are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
And that's a throw-in.
Substitution on the field. Number 41. Coming on to replace him
Messi.
is number 10.
We're seeing some really good
Messi.
pressure being
The
applied here,
attendance for
Peter,
this match was
particularly from those guys up front.
71,898.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Well, that's well spotted. And he's got the beating of his man. Memphis Depay. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Koundé. Cleared away. Now, this could be a chance.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And here's Torres. And that's a great chance! And that could come back to haunt them.
Fernando Torres was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Number 3, Jules Koundé.
Van Dijk
Number
gets good
15,
distance on it.
Chouameni. Coming on the field.
Inter Milan
Number
are
20,
looking to go forward now.
Mbappe. Number 17, Cafu.
Mbappe
Number
will not want to
13,
lose out here, not against this
Casemiro.
opponent. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And he's straight offside.
Substitution
Inter
on
can
the
afford
field.
to settle on seeing
Number
this one out by
18,
running down the clock, I think.
Nielsen. Coming on the field is number
Cafu.
24, Neymar.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
4 added
Into
minutes
stoppage
have been
time,
indicated.
whistle due any moment. And it's Neymar. De Bruyne. And it's Casemiro. Messi. That's cause for mild irritation. And he's there to get it away. And that will be it. Inter Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Mbappe taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. Oh, that's disappointing. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Davis. Up he goes! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Works it forward. Calcedo fires from distance.
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
He's through and all alone! Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, what? He's having a shot! Can he finish? Goal! Inter are back in business. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And now the hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Valverde really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, shooting chance! Goal, Inter! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Albertini. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham gets over and intercepts.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti is someone I see as having a key role.
Your type of player?
Yeah, he's very competent defensively, first and foremost. He knows that's his job, so he's not the type that's going to be constantly rushing up and down the flank at 100 miles per hour, delivering crosses.
Xavi. Oh, what a ball! Nice interception, well timed. Messi, he's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Vinicius Junior. Pumas have reclaimed it. And here's Messi.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Pumas Unam have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Pumas with the corner, there first. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? It's their second corner of the game. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And here's Mbappe.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bellingham. And we hit half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. So your views on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the first moment of real significance.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pumas are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, easy pickings there. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Colomwani! He's got away with one there.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Chouameni.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Nuno Mendes. Great hit! It's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that. Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Inter Milan choosing to make the first change. Filippo Inzaghi coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
That is definitely not his best. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, he's been caught napping! Pumas can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Oh, that's an inviting ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. 4 added minutes on the board. Colomwani takes control of it and he's on the move. And that is that. Inter Milan are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Colomwani claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Inter definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Diaz. Diaz! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Diaz really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. And he's there to belt it away. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I think Theo Hernandez is one of the most exciting fullbacks in the game. Rarely have I seen a player display all the qualities needed in a complete fullback at such a tender age, and at a time where the role of the fullback is even more crucial. He really is a diamond.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Mbappe, Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Oh, nicely intercepted. Camavinga, Colomboani. Nice, and the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Valverde with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, this looks sharp. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Has a look and plays it forward. Bellingham. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nuno Mendes, Mbappe, Chouameni. Oh, well played, well sorted out. For Valverde. Quality ball. Now it's Torres. And here's Messi. And it's Fernando Torres. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Someone who's featured heavily of late, in a good sense, of course. Looking for options for movement.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he's managed to get rid.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Nicely spread. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed.
Please
a tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
The areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. So neither side has yet broken through. And he's intervened well there. And that is as far as they're going to go. Carvajal deals with that comfortably. Not the most accurate pass. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi, passing is crisp and sharp. And he gets rid in a hurry. He's gone for goal! He's got away with one there. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Diaz. Brilliantly cut out. Cleared without complication. Couldn't squeeze it through. Chooses to go back. Has a go! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitution for Inter, number 12.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Number 18.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being.
Substitutions taking place.
And now a sudden chance to counter. He has found a way through. Memphis Depay couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended. Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Passing nice and neat. Moved on forwards. Camavinga. Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Haaland. It's a good spell of possession, this.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, he's burst through. Oh, shooting chance! Wonderful from Depay! It was, and that is that. Inter Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Memphis Depay voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please make sure to watch the screen
Thrilling,
for an
nail-biting,
information
perhaps
bulletin from
frustrating until the
regional police
very end,
department.
but we do have a winner.
Well, this looked like it had a
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. No joy this time. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Nunez. Now the finish! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
What do you think now about that goal?
Well, I thought once he got the first part of it right by getting his knee over the ball, it was always likely to be drilled very low, and so it proved.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Nunez. Oh, well played, well played. Simons! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Perez. He has found the way through. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome.
Tries a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! Really well taken goal. And they're at it again in double quick time. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy...
Chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Kolo Muani is offering a wry smile there. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Jorginho, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Simons. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. 15 minutes till half-time. Oh, he's done very well to take... That could spell trouble. Well timed, excellent interception.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Tchouaméni. Half-time getting close now. Tchouaméni. Xavi Simons. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Campbell kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Has been indicated.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And there is the half-time whistle. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
To the staff room immediately.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's their second corner of the game. Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
So, third corner of the game. Nuno Mendes. Nunez! And another try!
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
The message is clear, none shall pass. And here's Nunez! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Beckham. Valverde. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Just eases him off the ball.
This match was 80,113.
Xavi Simons, who does have an assist to his name, stood up well to him there. Mbappe. And it's Perez. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Mbappe. He's found a way through. And he's heaved it away. Inter Milan have reclaimed it. Roberto Carlos has been caught there, it's a foul. Xavi Simons. That's been cut out, well played. Valverde. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And here's Mbappe. Well, there's the clearance. Carvajal. And smartly reclaimed.
Substitution for Inter. Number 20, Mbappe. Number 12, Kolo Muani. Number 2,
That pass isn't the best.
Van Dijk.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Number 18, Memphis.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Gavi.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And that's a good ball. And he can clear it away. And it's Perez. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
2 added minutes
Valverde.
has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Passes short and sharp. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day, Sadly, not today.
I'm
So,
afraid
Jim,
to
how do you
tell you
reflect
that
on
we-
what... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody, and
Without a doubt,
welcome
it
to
is the
today's
week's
match.
most eagerly awaited
Hello.
contest. A
Against
sporting
Inter.
event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a chance! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Threads one in. Oh, that's well spotted. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Gavi. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's Neymar. Luis Suarez. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. The Netherlands have it back and can go again.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Tchouaméni did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Back into the middle. And here's Suarez.
Suarez really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Vinicius Junior, Memphis Depay, and he's running through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that is a nice touch. That is good alertness. No, again, there's no way through. And here's Neymar. Deftly away. Beckham. Gavi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Adams spots it and intercepts. Valverde. And Mendes. Gavi. Played back in.
1 minute added time.
Can he put it away? It's loose now and they want to get... Oh, he's been caught napping. Now, who's going to be first to this? And that'll be the last act of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
The Netherlands needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And he's away. Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Valverde, passing nice and neat. And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Memphis Depay deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Substitution for Netherlands, number 23.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well...
Can he finish? It's a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Mbappe! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. The interplay was really good, but that's where it stops.
The 1- and 2-touch football that cut through the middle was a joy to behold. Talent and technique of the highest standard.
Now it's Inzaghi.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
That's really well manoeuvred. Driving forward. Can he latch on to this?
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. Valverde.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. So that's it. It is all over. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, it looked promising for a moment. Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Beckham, the regular corner taker.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
Gavi attempts a clearance. Mbappe goes steaming forward. And here's Colomwani. Colomwani! Wonderful!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for the runner. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. He's had a shot! And he can clear it away. And he welcomes it in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And here's Son Heung-min. No, he's overshot the green. Colomwani. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Mbappe. No, that was never going to make it. And here's Son Heung-min. Gavi. Valverde. Gavi. Oh, that's a key interception. Botafogo upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Mendes, who does have an assist to his name. Colomwani.
There will be one
Carvajal.
added time.
Oh, red, nice interception. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. So, your views on the first half?
Peter, this is far from a lost cause. Yes, they've been hit once by a pacey opposition, but they've asserted more control and look capable.
Inter Milan having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Inter Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Wilshere, that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Kimmich. Son Heung-min. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Threads one in. And here's Son Heung-min. Chouameni being still separated by the game's only goal. Valverde.
The attendance for this match
Positioning was
was
spot on.
71,649.
Forlan.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's really well cleared. And it's Son Heung-min. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
And he's picked out the run. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Beckham. Nicely aimed pass.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Heads it! No way through there. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a lovely, neat pass. That is good alertness.
Inter can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Valverde. Gets his pass away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Inter Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Kolomuani picking up the Man of the Match award. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. The action has already started. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Mbappe. Valverde. He's found a way through.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Snyder. Oh, easy pickings there. Valverde. Well read, nice interception.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Valverde. Oh, that's well spotted.
That's good play from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Lovely ball. He's had it! And another try! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Mbappe duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Rafinha! Now that is commitment to the cause. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Terrific header! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now then, the ball's come loose. And now they can spring out of defence. Tchouaméni simply refused to be outdone there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Schneider. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Inter can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Strokes it back.
He had nobody else to help out.
Great hit! Oh, it's come loose. And there's the end of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Inter Milan head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break.
Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again then.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Big chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Rafinha did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
And he welcomes it in. Great chance! Well timed, excellent interception.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And he's managed to get free. Torres. Adams did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Davis with the cross. Rafinha. Rafinha!
The attendance for this
That
match
is
was
good alertness.
80,607.
And it's Fernando Torres. Back in once more. Campbell Getting this one, he's gone for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Mbappe. Driving, and Torres! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Fernando Torres is offering a wry smile there.
Mbappe, he's got the shot away!
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That has been cut short. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Chance! And he hits the net! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Inter clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Mbappe! And that's gone loose. And he's been caught on it here! He's had a shot! And more, and more, and more! And surely that settles
Two
it!
added minutes has been indicated.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's simply tragic.
And that is that. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, good-looking ball.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything. Villa really needed to concentrate on...
Great chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Villa really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Thailand with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, a player that's very much moulded in the role of the traditional Spanish number 5 is Rodri. He certainly has the sort of physique that would allow him to do the job. He has both the muscle and the brains to provide the...
Got to be quick to recover this. Szoboszlai. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. David Villa. David Villa! Goal! And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Thailand have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe. Szoboszlai. Oh, delightful ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Has a look up and drives it forward. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Adams gets rid without sophistication. Oh, easy pickings there. Chouameni, passing is crisp and sharp. Carvajal. Camavinga, here's the name on everyone's lips just now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mbappe. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens,
he's having a go! It's anyone's ball. Oh, he's been caught napping! Valverde. Chouameni. Camavinga. Spread out to the left. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. David Villa. Camavinga. Memphis Depay. Now that looks a decent ball. Inter Milan still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Can he latch on to this? He's shifting through the gears here. Valverde! It's in! Inter are back in business.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Attendance for this match was 80,607.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he can clear it away. Mbappe. Szoboszlai. That is good alertness. Camavinga. Chouameni. And it's Memphis Depay. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's picked out the run. And he's on his... Mbappe! Goal! Inter! And the comeback is complete.
Memphis Depay very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the finish, but the pass was really key.
Substitution in progress.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Inter Milan get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Costa Curta cuts it out. Gnabry. An instinctive delivery.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It shapes to shoot! Should have equalised.
Diaby nearly produced the perfect retort. That can only be a means to have another go.
Corner number 2 then. It's a mighty effort! And he hits the net! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Quite a thriller this one's become. Goes in for the header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Substitution for Inter, number 20.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Two fresh faces, and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Oh, he's busted! Colomwani! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! He gave it plenty and some. Trashed it in.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation, and once power is assured, any goalkeepers will be.
He's had a hit! Just off target. Well, they could break here. Roberto Carlos gets over and intercepts. Gnabry. Momus. And time is up. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. Inter Milan leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. And as you can see, we've already started here. And here's Mbappe. Now it's Rafinha! In for the pieces! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So, a breakthrough already. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. And claimed it back swiftly. Rodri. It's Kimmich. Plays a sharp little ball here. And Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Gavi.
Inter really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Maldini. Japan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and...
Messi! Looking here to chip it through. Time and again they are repelled. Rafinha. Mbappe. Oh, it's come loose.
That's just playing it safe and simple. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Valverde. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Van Dijk. And that is a little undercooked. Rafinha. Great ball if he can get there. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And the pass is intercepted. And they win it back again. Ribery. And he's intervened well there. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ribery. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Rafinha. Oh, easy pickings there. Kolumuani in the hunt and looking threatening.
The attendance for
Thumps
this
it
match
clear.
was 80,314.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Adams kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kolumuani being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Hits one! Good hit, kept the keeper honest.
Japan are totally dominant in the middle of the park and no way through zone.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And now the breakaway. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, played through for the wide man. Campbell attempts a clearance.
Japan probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Saliba cuts it out. He shifted it to the flank. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par in all areas, and it has to be cause for genuine worry.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. The action has already started. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vasco da Gama finding their passes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them, and his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as important as what he did at the back.
Rafinha. Now it's Inzaghi! Goal! Vasco da Gama! Any deeper thoughts about that goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
Vasco da Gama have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And here's Inzaghi. Neymar will not want to lose out here. Not a great chance! And he hits the net! And they're at it again in double quick time! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Vasco da Gama are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Valverde, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Mbappe. Mbappe! And more, and more, and more! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
And yes, it's him again. A case now of complete control.
Has been indicated.
There's the hit! He's scored! So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? And the first half is done.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football.
And the second half gets underway.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vasco da Gama look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Valverde, deftly done. Maldini gets over and intercepts.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Nicely intercepted. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Nice interception.
The
His
attendance
positioning
for
was
this match was
spot on.
71,898.
Tonali. And it's Rijkaard. And Neymar. Valverde producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Inter Milan have a free kick. Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack. Mbappe!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Carvajal. Tchouameni. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tonali. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a little off target. And that's really well manoeuvred. Tonali. And it's Neymar. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. That is lovely. It's Neymar! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he hit that sweetly. Neymar. That's a good run down the left. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but... And time is up. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. We have already started here. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now it's Mbappe. Inter Milan, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. And here's Nunez. Oh, good ball, shots on here. There's the hit! Goal! Al Hilal! And Al Hilal are in front.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So, a breakthrough already. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Strokes it back.
Well, he just didn't have...
He's got the shot away! Oh, taken with style! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Al Hilal clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
A real chance. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Rodri gets it away. Al Hilal are looking to go forward now. Valverde. Tchouaméni. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Good looking ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Gavi. Oh, that's well spotted. Costa Curta. Al Hilal finding their passes. Messi. Campbell did well to stay calm there. Neymar has created one goal already. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Inter Milan are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Memphis Depay. Well read, nice interception. Tchouaméni, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nuno Mendes. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Tchouaméni.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And we hit half-time. How would you review the first half?
Inter were desperate for the half-time whistle. A regroup and a rethink is imperative to rescue this.
Here we go again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Rodri, he won't be happy with that one. No, again there's no way through. Rodri cuts it out. And the keeper's given it away. Gavi! Neymar. Darwin. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And he's intervened well there. Gavi, Memphis Depay, Carvajal, Gavi! And it's come back out to him.
The attendance for
It's a
this
sharp
match
pass.
was 80,607.
That's a nicely measured pass. Van Dijk. And Adams. Gavi. Gavi. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. He might be in here. Great ball, and he has a go! And more, and more, and more. And the lead is extended still further.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Mbappe bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Chouameni. Darwin looking for the runner, and that could set him on his way. Valverde. Darwin. It's a really well-measured ball. Chouameni. Now it's Memphis Depay.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Gavi. Gavi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good ball. Inter Milan needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Inter Milan have got it back, and they'll have another go. Al Hilal clearly now in
There will be
lead
one
preservation
more at a
mode.
time.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there was a distinct
be
lack of
reminded that drinking
clarity
is
or
only allowed in
commitment
the
in
areas shown
everything
on
the
this map.
players
Thank you
were
very much
trying
for
to
your
do,
cooperation.
looking pretty lethargic.